DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. When I was in high school, I had this health teacher. He was like gym teacher / health teacher, and he had this saying that he would say to us. He would say, if you ever have a job interview, make sure you get there 15 minutes early, because that way they know that you know that they know that you're thinking about it. It shows that you're focused and you're really serious about this job interview. He never explained it any further, but he said that shit like every time we had health class, he would make that statement, and he never explained it any further. But then several years later, I was at this business meeting. This is when I was in like college. I didn't really know much about business or entrepreneurship, but there was a guy who was on stage, and he was saying, when you come to a business meeting, get there 15 minutes early. And then he explained it further. He said, it was the first time I ever heard anybody say this. He said, early is on time is late, and late is forgotten. And then he started telling a story about how he told everybody to be 15 minutes early, and then when it was 15 minutes early, whoever wasn't there, he would leave them, and they would just get left behind because they hadn't been on time, because early was on time. So when people got there at the right time, quote unquote, the right time, which was late, he would leave them behind. And he went on to tell the story about why you need to be early in the things that you do. And I'm a person who, one of the tenets of the philosophy that I teach, called work on your game, is discipline. And one of the things about discipline is being early. And this is that phrase, early is on time is late, and late is forgotten. That's something that I've taken with me throughout my life. Like right now, this exact moment, I'm sitting outside of a business. It didn't even open yet. It opens at 8 o'clock. It's like 7:50 right now. So I'm waiting for it to open. I'm watching it. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm about to go to the door so I can be the first person to walk in there. And the thing about being early is that a lot of people, when they hear about it, or if I'm talking to somebody and I'm like, yo, get there 15 minutes early, they're like, for what? Why do something early? Like me, these days, I'm an entrepreneur. I haven't worked a quote unquote regular job in a long time, but I still get up early in the morning. I get up at 3:45 in the morning every single day without an alarm clock. And I'm not telling you that to impress you, but to impress upon you that if you're going to be a person who's running your own thing, whether you're going to be a freelancer, an entrepreneur, building a business, a solopreneur, just working yourself, running your own thing, you still have to be a boss. There still has to be a boss of that organization. So if it's just you, then you got to be the boss of your organization. Malcolm X said that in his autobiography. Every organization must have a boss. I don't care if you're a Fortune 500 company, they got to have a boss. A family has to have a boss. A business partnership between two people has to have a boss. Somebody got to be able to make the final decision. And if you are running an operation by yourself, you got to be the boss. I don't care, even if you're doing crime. Any of you watch any TV shows or movies about where they show like drug dealers or people doing organized crime and things like that, they got bosses. You saw The Sopranos, right? Who was the boss? Tony was the boss. If you saw The Wire, Avon Barksdale was the boss. And when he went to jail, Stringer became the boss. There's always a boss. And then when they were showing the Stanfield crew, Marlo was the boss. There is always a boss in every organization. Doesn't matter what you're doing, where you're going, whether it's legal, illegal, how many people it is, there must always be a boss to every organization. So if it's just you, then actually at some level, you have to be a boss to yourself anyway. Even if you work at a company and you're working in the mailroom, you're the lowest person in the pecking order in the whole organization, or you're on a sports team and you're the worst player on the team, or any group you're in, you're like a nobody on the team. You're very insignificant. You still are in the organization of you. You incorporated is a business, meaning your life itself. Being alive is a business because it costs money for you to be born. It's going to cost money to bury you when you die. And it costs you money to stay alive right now. Like it costs you money to eat food. It costs money to pay for the electricity that allows you to be watching this video, and the device that you're watching it on, and the data plan or the Wi-Fi that allows you to stream this video. All of those cost money, which makes it a business. Even if your business is losing money, it's still a business, right? Now, the only way you go out of business of life is if you die. Or as long as you're alive, it's going to cost you something. Okay, so you got to be the CEO and the boss of you. You got to be the CEO and the boss of what you're doing, about the way that you think, about the way that you speak, about the actions that you take, the way you conduct yourself, the way that you present yourself in life. And I'm telling you all of that because really the whole point of this, I went into a tangent there, is about being early and respecting your time and doing things ahead of time. And here's a few reasons why. One is because as the CEO of your organization, everybody in that organization is going to be following your lead. So whatever example, wrong car.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't plan that. She wasn't even looking. She was walking the whole time without looking. And her car is all the way the fuck over there. But anyway, this is what happens when you're recording. And when you're the person in charge as the CEO of your organization, everybody else, anybody else who comes into that organization to work with you or for you or comes through that organization is just seeing what you're doing. They're going to follow your lead. They're going to see how you conduct yourself, how you respect your time. And if you don't respect it, they're not going to respect it. So if you're always early and always on point, everybody who deals with you, without even talking about it, they're going to know they need to be on point. Not just with time, but with everything else. When they see that you're early for something's at 8 o'clock and you're there at 7:45, they're going to know that they got to be on point with the stuff they do, because they see, all right, if this person is like that with this, all right, they probably going to be like that with everything else. I better be on top of my shit. All right, they're going to understand that, and you don't even have to say nothing to them. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind as you're building your business, building your organization, running your business, of just being alive, being a human being. Early is on time is late, and late is forgotten. And it's not just about time. All right, be clear. It's not just about time. It's about when you get to work or being at a business 5 minutes before it opens. When you're on point with one thing, it tends to leak into everything else. Y'all have all heard the saying, right? That how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you could do something as simple as being 15 minutes early for everything that you do, or getting things done a week ahead of the time of the deadline of when it is supposed to be or has to be done, I guarantee you it'll start leaking into other things that you do. And you're going to separate yourself from a whole bunch of other people, because 99% of people, if you tell them be there at 8 o'clock, they get there at 8 o'clock, or at least the smart ones get there at 8 o'clock. The average people get there at 8:05, 8:15, and the exceptional people get there at 7:45. There are only a few exceptional people on this planet. You could be one of them just by doing simple things. Success is simple. It is not complicated. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure it out. It's just a few simple disciplines applied consistently that'll separate you from everybody else. Work on your game. Dre all day. Hey, this is Dre all day. If you enjoy this mental game stuff that I talk about on video every day, then I put together a simple master class that will give you one key tip for developing what I call the bulletproof mindset. All you need to do is go to workonmygame.com/bulletproof. Is the link right here, and it's down below in the video descriptions. Just click on it, take you right to the page. I'm going to give you that video. It's about 20 minutes long. This masterclass I put together, one key tip for developing a bulletproof mindset. And when you get that special masterclass free video, I'm also going to make you a special offer to get the full bulletproof mindset experience. So just go to that link that you see right here, and I'm going to show you how to develop that bulletproof mindset right now. So if you like this video that you just watched, I'm going to show you how to take it to the highest possible level. You ready for that? Let's do it.